If you ask people around you who are older than you, they will probably agree that not everyone is meant to come with you. This is part of my series called Lessons in My 20s, where I just talk about stuff I've learned along the way and what I hope I will keep in mind as I grow older. When we're younger, in school, we tend to think our friends are going to be forever, and that if a friendship doesn't last, it means one of us failed. There is a very, very, minute difference between putting in effort and showing up, and it being a one-sided friendship. And of course, being loyal to someone does not mean you have to stay friends with them forever. Think of it this way, there is a lot of difference between history and alignment. History is what you've been through together. A lot of close friendships, especially those childhood, mean that you kind of grow up together or you figure out your own identity together. There is always someone there to support you, that's your best friend or your friend group. And that is real. That history happened, it exists, and it matters. But alignment is something completely different. It's whether you're going in the same direction now, which for a lot of friendships as they age is not the case. It's whether the friendship fills you or it drains you, or whether it aligns with the values that you've decided to keep for yourself. Whether you can be yourselves when you're in your friend group or with your friends, or you have to pretend to be a different person in order to maintain the same magic that was there before when you became friends. And because of the history aspect, it's really easy to feel guilty about this or find it really difficult to move on when friendships don't work out. Because you didn't want it, but because either they stopped reaching out to you. But think of it this way, the only person who is going to be there for you till the end is yourself. You're the only person you have, right? Obviously you have friends and family and all that, but you're the one who has to live through your life. Being with friends or in friend groups that don't align to who you are, you're kind of hurting yourself in the long run. Either you're not able to get really good advice from your friends, or you're not able to pursue your goals with enough support from your friends, and that is a lot worse for you in the long run. But you have to prioritize your alignment and your values over history. And this means recognizing that some people were important in your development and your life, but that they don't align with you or they're not really great friends to you. And when I started university, that was something really difficult. I had really close friends and some of them stayed really close and some of them just didn't. A part of this is also a bit of self-realization. You have to think about whether you were a good friend, whether there were things you could have done to be a better friend. And I guess with that realization, you move forward. When you make new friendships, you try to be a better friend or you try to put more effort in. We tend to only see that relationships are things we have to get over, but friendships are just as important as relationships. And it can take just as long to get over friendships, but it's just something that time has to help you get over. So what I can say is that there's not really advice I can give about getting over a friendship that doesn't work out. Just that you have to accept that some just don't work out. When you let yourself grieve those friendships rather than fighting them, you'll find that it's a lot more freeing. And you stop chasing closeness that wasn't mutual anymore. It's just how growth and life works. Or at least I think that's how it works.